Peace and love. Peace and love. Master Noble in the building. It's good, level. Ooh. Yeah, man. They don't, boy. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, share the live, Chris. Share the live with the in the text space if you can. I know this thing got a little delay on it. Mm. My man, my man. Yeah, man. They just be hate talking about I'm exhibiting hate speech. I come in peace and love. You see, I'm still out in these streets grinding. All right, you on the clock? Yeah, I got about 4 moles out there in the sun right now. Just finishing up this other black one. It had a couple of little spots in it. I'm gonna let it sit out there all night. I'll pull it out in the morning time. Mm-hmm. I did that African bloodstone. So you got about 40 stops to go. Yeah, you at the end then. That's what's up. Yeah, man, I got that African bloodstone popping off. I know this mug gonna look out cold when I'm finished with it. Real out cold. I gotta go get some more black sand. I wish I was getting a deal like you was getting at that Michaels that you got. No, but I'll be alright though. I don't pay that much. You know, when I order online, they give you a real good discount. So I've been using that. I got a couple of pyramids, man. Them joints just, they knocked off the hurricane that came here. It didn't come inland to San Antonio, but it kind of hit the outskirts of Texas on the Gulf. And shit, it was raining hard as hell, man. I seen it coming way before it happened. I felt the wind change. I was like, man, it's time to pull this thing up out the water. I mean, about the sun. And I left my molds out there so they could rinse the resin up out of them. But it was coming down, man. It was coming down. Now the sun back out. I got that Larimar. Got some of that Larimar out there. I got that Atlantean energy on it. I take Atlantis, or they need to call that the Atlantean stone. I take the Larimar and the turquoise, bond it with the Sosalite and some, the dark matter. I can't wait to put that mug on. This a piece of Larimar I got on right here. And the vibration is out. It's crazy. Like, this mug got my head throbbing. Mug got my head throbbing. I cut my chain down a little bit so it can sit at the higher heart plexus, man. This mug got my head thumping right now. I can't see who else came in the room, but peace and love to you. Oh, they done left. You see, you're trying to do something with that larvicite. Yo, man, be very careful, man. Be very careful. You know what I mean? With that larvicite, brother. You're going to have to find something real small. You're going to have to get you a small mold, man. I'm telling you, man. I had a vision of you yesterday when I was in the Michaels. And it was like, man, tell that brother about that larvicite, man. Yo, man, make sure you find you something real small. Because I'm telling you, brother, sleep, do you something and put it up under there. You might get trapped, man. Might get trapped in there. You use too much. Like the molds that you got right now, they too big. You need something small like this. And then mix that with a bunch of other stuff. Straight up. There she is. Mother Eating Bird. See, we got to call you Mother Eating Bird because what's the name? Mama Adrena, and she been here a little bit longer than you, but you still your mother. Both of y'all full of fire though. We got the bad mamas up in here. That larva kite ain't no joke. It's no joke, man. I still be thinking about it now, and I can't even find the piece I had that had me tripping out. I think Sekhmet might have moved that mug on me on purpose. Like, let me just move this out your sight so you don't make no mistake. That shit dangerous, man. It's dangerous. He said, okay, I'll take that. You know, you a little older than her. That's why I say mother eating bird. She Mama Drina. Cause she a little bit younger than you. She a mama now. Y'all both grandmas now. And she got the mama energy and you got the mother energy. Yeah, but you see how they did me on that TikTok, man. Man, oh man, it's a mess. You know, talking about hate speech. Yeah, get something real small and sleep with it under your pillow, man. You will see. Like, you see how people be tripping on the dream tech. And I cut that with the dark matter mix. So it anchors you, it anchors your consciousness into your sleep. It makes it very easy for you to slip off into the dream realm. When people when I use something like this, like, you got one of those, that's like way too much. Way too much. You trapped, man. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no astral experience and know how to navigate, man, you get stuck there, man. No, the big pyramid is not for sale. Um, I don't have no more pyramids. I got my remote controller. This is my baby right here. I ain't selling this. That's my baby. But other than that, I'm working on something right now outside. Uh, it might be about this size. Is it gonna be that size? No, it ain't gonna. I might do it about this size, the size of this remote controller. That's one of my remote controllers right there. And I'm gonna do that pyramid. It's African bloodstone. Very beautiful. Very beautiful pyramid. Uh, very beautiful stone. And well, I see ain't nobody in here. That thing tripping. But yeah, it's a very beautiful stone. And I know that when you see it, I'm gonna let you see it first. How about that? I'll let you see it first, Margaret. I ain't even gonna show it to nobody. I'm gonna send it to you in a private chat and let you see it. And that thing it's gonna be immaculate, beautiful. I wish I had more of it. They be hating online. It's certain stones they won't sell you. You know what I mean? Not crunched up anyway. Not how I want it. I'm gonna try to find some, but they don't even give it to you like that. So when I go to Atlanta, I go to the crystal stores there. She said, I want a big one. What you want? You tell me what you want, I'll put it together for you. You want the 13 key technology? I do want with some. I put the 13 key technology on it. Swag it out for you. Okay. Yeah, I comprise one for you. No problem. She said, I want a big one. Mother Edinburgh is not playing with them things, man. You do not be playing, boy. You got pyramids everywhere. Like the sister in the UK, she is like, I need pyramids all over my yard. I guess she got a big yard. She like, I'm gonna have them everywhere. And shit, I hear them because I be thinking the same way. Like this one right here, I'm telling you, I done left this outside for about, it's been outside all month. And I see them try to spray the chemtrails. That shit is not sticking. And it's charged up with a lot of energy when I. Yeah, man, got a lot of crystals, man. Okay, I'm gonna do the 13 keys for you. I got you. Put them 13 keys on there. Let me see. What can happen up there in Indiana? Nothing bad. Y'all don't get tornadoes or nothing up there, do you? I don't think so. I'm trying to visualize the terrain. I know on the other side of Indiana is like Ohio. Like you could go into Cincinnati and into Kentucky. So it's like coming. That's like the bottom of the mountain or something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna lace you. You already know, cause you the first person that got the 13 key technology. You the first person I gave it to, and you know them things is working. I can't wait to get this thing to not tsunami. Oh my god. Oh, it's out there baking now, and I done left that thing in the mold too. Oh man. Ooh, 13 keys, baby. I might have to put some sequence of power and some words of power. I don't know where everybody at. We gonna wait about 15 minutes. See if more people come on into the room, into the live. I gotta figure out the YouTube algorithm. I'm gonna just start dialing in on the YouTube. Somebody else just came in the room. I can't see him or nothing. Let me see if I could do this and it don't. Probably had to mute it on my computer. Um, okay. Okay. Let's see. Ray Tech. Let me see if I can see the comments. Okay, there they are. He said, "This is my baby." It knocks them out. Yeah, that thing ain't no joke. It's really not. And I don't know what people be thinking, man. When they see the pyramids, they be so. Y'all see them in the comments, man. They like, "Hey, what that pyramid do? What is this? What do it mean?" It's like, oh man, it's 2023, but a lot of people like they late to class. I was talking to this witch doctor last night, or He's a sage, one of my fraternal brothers, and it's just mystified at how people just unaware of so much, just starting to come into them with stuff. But like I say all the time, they spend $1 trillion every day to make sure, uh-oh, something went wrong. Have to retry what? No, ain't nothing going on. And yeah, they spend $1 trillion every day just making sure that people stay unaware. They stay dormant and docile, and they be amplifying up these cell phone towers, the satellite towers, broadcasting signal towers. You know, with concentrated effort, keeping people dormant, keeping them unaware, keeping them thinking that they black. Because the rule is up. The beast has got to go. All that low energy is over with. And I could feel, it's just a lot of killing going on. I was talking about Memphis, Tennessee earlier, and how them brothers out there just shooting back and forth. They got, it's a lot of people out there getting paper, man, and all they could think about is to, just stay in their little hood and kill each other. Them hillbillies out there eating popcorn and doing their magic and watching y'all kill each other and think that you're black. Police don't even do nothing about it, man. That's what Martin Luther King got clapped up at. Tyree Brundage. There he is. What's up, Tyree? Man, I called you, brother. That was me calling you from that 210 number. I wanted you to pick out an unk. Or, if I don't have an unk that you wanted, I got them out there outside baking in the sun now. But I build it from the ground up. I don't know. Yeah, they banned my live for hate speech. They banned me for hate speech, but they'll let the baloney man come into my comment section and put nigger up and down my comment section. And if my moderator wasn't there to block him, then they'll just still let him just do what he want to. But I point out how evil and devilish some of them could be, and that's hate speech. That's some BS. But it's okay. I got an inside track on the TikTok. I'm going to just give it 24 hours. I ain't going to say nothing. They don't like the content. They don't like the substance that's available on there. What you mean it's a real one? Fellas. AGA. Angel Guys and Altars. Yeah, but yeah. They just be wanting to hate, man. They want the lie to be blocked. Oh, you said that's your name on TikTok. It's the real one. Okay. It's Tyree, that's not the sister. Is that the sister with the red hair? I think that's you. I might have mistaken. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I called you. I don't know why I thought you was somebody else, but that's you. Yeah, but they blocked my live for hate speech, and they didn't give me no warning or nothing like that. They just went on ahead and did it, And it was just too much truth for them to handle. Because you will see it this year. Y'all already know what time it is. But the second Halloween come, boy, I'm telling you, that's they Christ is Lucifer. When they talk about Jesus Christ, the morning star, they're talking about Lucifer. You know, and they go all out for Halloween. They go out harder for Halloween than they do for the 4th of July, harder than they do for Christmas. That's their thing. That's when a lot of children come up missing too. And they purposely don't report the missing children on Halloween on television because they already know what time it is. And I don't care. I'm going to call them out on their bullshit. I don't care how they feel about it. They be butthurt. I know I be crawling up their back. Little spoiled fuckers. It's okay. Them and they little black minions. Cause they got, it be our own people, man. They got us on autopilot. And that time gonna come though. And they gonna have, they already subtly being ostracized. What does Lucifer mean? Lucifer means lunar cipher. Cipher, lunar, or lunar cycle, or moon cycle. And you're coming out of the moon cycle and we're going into the sun cycle. And that's when the 9 ether being rules during the sun cycle and the lunar beings get to rule during the moon cycle. But now we out the moon cycle now and we in the sun cycle. And they don't know what to do with themselves. They're trying to find a way to get out of here. And everything that they doing is not working. And they got to answer for all the receipts, for all of the bullshit that they done did. Margaret said they already got stuff out for Halloween. Oh, I bet they do. I'm telling you, that's their thing. That's how they get out. They love Halloween. Celebrate that shit. That's their Jesus. They ain't gonna tell you that, but they'll tell you to worship that shit because it looked like them. And then they, like I said earlier, they'll show you an image of God and then tell you, oh, that it don't matter what he looked like. Then why the hell you make the image in the first place? Why you even do that? Why you want to play with me like that? Because see, what they not telling you is when you praying to Jesus, you praying for prosperity, protection, health, abundance, favor. And they're praying for your submission. They're praying for your conformity. They're praying for your illness. They're praying for your poverty. They're praying for you to be in the abundance of lack. That's what they're praying for. And all of your energy is being transfigurated into their prayers because you're praying to their God. You're praying to their egregor, not you per se. You know what I mean? But just in general, that's their God. His name is Lucifer, or lunar cipher, or Lucifer, who is also known as Kingu, who's also known as Luna. That's his original name, is Luna. And that's why I said lunar cycle, or lunar cipher, which that's the lunatics, which that's what they are. They're lunatics. And they do a lot of lunatic shit. Even their children. And this is not I'm not here to be, I'm not bashing. You know what I mean? See, it's bashing when I call out the bullshit that they do. But they could go ahead and give all the hate speech to me that they want to. If they children to kill everybody in the high school and don't have no remorse. You know what I mean? Has no compassion. They programming themselves like that. They're programming their children to be hateful. It takes an ill individual to program their child to be full of hate. And some lunatics. They fall up under Luna, who is also known as Kingu. Words like king, words like black, lunar. Look how they be going crazy over the moon, just like a werewolf. That's how they feel. What they tell you the dog is, they say is his best friend. They dialed into that type of energy. That's how they rock. They can't wait it's like they can't wait. You know, Margaret said it herself, like, man, they already putting up Halloween stuff. It's August. That shit for a whole nother 2 months. Yeah, that's what it means. You're dealing with some moon shit. It's dead. The moon doesn't have life on it. It has life on it, but it doesn't promote life. That's the part that he shot. You know, that's the part that broke off from the planet after he shot the planet with a plutonium bomb. And that's why we moved to the east side, into what they call Kemet today, in Egypt today. That's why we went over that way and reestablished everything that we did on this side, because they still would watch and even siphon the water, right, from the ocean, from the Pacific Ocean. They pulling all of that water. The ebb and flow of the tides is being pulled into the moon. Just like how they show you in that movie, The One, with Jet Li, how it go into a molecular form and it coalesces through the Stargate or whatever, particle at a time. That's how they pulling the water to the moon. Because he got to survive, and his little minions and everyone that's up under him. That's who came up with the terminology king. You know what I mean? And kingdom. The kingdom. He wanted to rain on here like he did on Pluto. She said at Walmart. Yeah, man. Hey, didn't the children just go back to school? Shouldn't it be school stuff up? They already talking Halloween. I'm telling you. And it ain't no slight and no shade at y'all pink people. But y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all go out with a bang for Halloween. They don't have no spiritual connection. That is their spiritual connection. It's that dark shit. You see how evil the Pope look? Don't tell me that nigga don't look evil. He look evil. Know what I mean? All they statues of little naked boys. Not no little girls. Not to say that that's any better. But they got naked little boys. They like that. They don't talk about all of those cases that was brought up from all them different, what they call them, not popes, but just the different Catholic priests that's been molesting all these boys all these years. All of that stuff started coming out. And at these so-called prestigious colleges where the coach got caught, Joe Paterno. Yeah, Joe, we gonna get on your old freaky nasty ass molesting all them football players. And y'all probably say, man, how was he molesting football player? They should have been able to whoop his ass. Well, that's different if you belong to a Catholic church. And, you know, old freaky Joe been coming in there during the time when them children were little and going to those Catholic schools. You know what I mean? That's how they rock. That's how they get out. They don't want you to know that. And I'm telling you, that stuff don't get reported on the news. They look for stuff to report about you on the news and show you the bad sides of your own people. They don't never show you the good stuff that your people do. And they there to just show you the victims of your, of the crimes that's being committed by your people. Look at their police. They infected with demons, man. You don't never, we're the police that used to go save the cat out the tree. Help the old lady cross the street. It ain't none of that no more. They evil, man. You can go pull it up on the YouTube right now and just look at all of the egregious acts of the so-called law enforcement. Now, I'm not saying that there ain't no good law enforcement officers out there, but for the most part, man, it's like, man, is you demonic? Then they be getting in court crying, oh, please don't send me once they get caught. Then they don't even get all of the time that they deserve. Them judges need their ass whooped for that. But it's okay. Nobody get away with nothing. When it's time for you to get about this body, this container, oh, you're gonna have to pay the piper, baby. All of that shit rushing right back to you. That's why they be trying to get heart implants, blood transfusions, you know what I mean? Triple bypass surgery, trying to hold on to here as long as they can. Because they know what's waiting for them on the other side. And I'm talking about those that be doing all that evil, wicked shit. They know it. They know what's waiting on them. Peace and love, Mama Drina. Hey, Mama. I try to do my little New Orleans accent. Yeah. They know they need their ass whooped for all of that stuff that they be doing. They done already did. The receipts is in. Y'all ain't got no excuse. All y'all pale people that was born after 1965 or after the devil was born in 1966, y'all proverbial devil, after he was born, all of y'all pink people that was born after that time is being racist and malevolent. It's just in your nature. That's who you are. You don't even belong to that paradigm of your grandmothers and grandfathers, and you're still carrying on that tradition. Oh yeah, you're gonna hit it, it's gonna hit you the hardest. Because you got a whole bunch of a different classification of pale people that was born after 1970. And for those that came after 1970, you going out your way to be egregious and malefic towards people of color. All that stuff got to come back to you. And what y'all don't know is a lot of times, and I probably we expound on it in the seminar, there's a lot of those people, they had to come back as so-called black people. And that shit get exacted on them by one of their own, so they could see what it feel like. And they had to experience all of the shit that they did, that shit get done to them. So sometimes that's what the case be. Not all the times, but sometimes that's what the issue be. And they get their issue, especially if they get a chance to cycle back. That's why I said nobody gets away with anything. You think you getting away till you turn them roller skates in. Straight up. With your boy Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney almost had it right. And he said, I don't believe that ghosts exist. Because he said if ghosts exist, it'd be 100,000 slaves trying trying to get on your ass. But they do. It's just they wait for them to get out their body and join them on that other side. Don't get it twisted now. Like I said, nobody get away with nothing, man. Especially them. Especially them. The only reason I'm harping on that is because TikTok will let these people come on my page and say whatever racist shit they want to say. And I sit there and look at it sometimes. And for my moderators, when y'all see that going on, just let it ride for a second so you can see that TikTok ain't gonna do shit about it. You know what I mean? That's just the way that they get out. You know, the US done took over the servers for TikTok in the US portion. And they look to block me at every turn. I'm telling you. They didn't want me to go live at all. Like, no, man, you don't go live. I'm talking about on here, on the YouTube. They had my whole YouTube blocked yesterday. I ain't even understand why. I'm like, dang, I can't even access my YouTube. What's going on? It didn't make much sense to me. I was trying to connect the dots as to why it was happening. But it is what it is. Y'all got any questions for me? Yeah, no questions. And they be talking about that hate speech, talking about I was exhibiting hate speech. And then it be, I don't know, I just be having to address it, man. You know what I mean? I just don't cut the mustard. I can't help it. I can't help it. That's why I say something. Yeah, I'm gonna do the seminar on Saturday. We're gonna do a webinar for those that want to be available Saturday, uh, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I think I got your Gmail address. Let me look here. Here we go. I didn't go to sleep till almost 4 o'clock this morning. Oh man, I don't see your Gmail. Yeah, that 210 number that I called you from, Tyree. Can I bring my tech? Yeah, you talking about to the seminar in Atlanta. That's gonna be in November. But right now, I think Tyree's talking about the webinar on Saturday. But yeah, you're more than welcome to bring that. Uh, I implore you come down if you can, because that seminar is going to be a 1 day seminar. So you can come in on Friday, and I'll go over people's tech that way. I'll shine it up for you and spray it down for you as well. I'm looking for a coating to where I don't have to do that. You know, I hopefully I find it by then. Okay, there it is. I see it. I can see it, Tyree. I see your Gmail. I'm gonna add you into the text space, and then if you want to come to the webinar, we're gonna do another. We're gonna do it on Google Chat, y'all. Uh, I don't like how to. I haven't figured out the interface. We just gonna. I'm gonna just have to do those another time. Uh, Let me see. And I'll send off your device in the morning, Tyree. She said they banned her live. Yeah, they be some suckers. Let me see. Is it Space Madison? I don't know. Manage members. Okay. And just be confirmation that you on point with what you're talking about. Anytime that they try to block you and hey, you going against our guidelines, but it just pissed me off because, like I said, you got some good pink people. They got some principles and some more, and got some morals, and they know that's part of their journey. But for all of them to be trying to brush that shit up under the rug, you ain't got access to nothing. Talking all that peace and love and namaste shit, and you don't want to talk about all that devilishment that's running through your blood. That's fake to me. I can see straight through it. You know what I mean? I can see straight through it. You playing yourself. You better come all the way correct. All them people, well, I'm Pleiadian and all of this, man, shut your ass up. I'm just a loving being. If you such a loving being, show me the love, show me the compassion that you have for the victims of the things that your own people done did. Don't try to brush it under the rug or make an excuse about it, because that's showing me that your heart is still in the animalistic space. And I'm gonna call you on your bullshit every time. And that's why I talk the way that I talk when I'm on a TikTok, because I know I'm tapping their ass in the fucking I know I'm hitting them in they lower chakras. I know that. I know it. But it give them something to think about when they try to lay their head on the pillow at nighttime. Cause that's a bunch of bullshit. Don't namaste me. I don't need your namaste. I need you to go ahead and check your people on their bullshit. That's it. How you gonna not do that and talk about I'm spiritually aligned and I'm one with the universe and all of us are just one. Don't tell me that shit. You know all of that devilishment that your people done did, and you ain't making them address it. That's false. That's I see through your phoniness. It's like you trying to hide behind this pen. Ah, nobody can see me. Namaste. Namaste. No, I see your ass. Straight up. And that's why they get it the way they get it. And we get an identity, it's over with. I'm saying collectively. People start getting their identity and like, oh man, this is who I am. Oh, you're not black anymore? I never was black. You know what I mean? And I found my tribe. In the U.S., the Union push my people off of their land, off their territory. You got to know the wordage to use. You don't. Your people didn't own land; they own territory. And when you have territory, and there's somebody on your territory that doesn't belong there, they're trespassing. You know what I mean? You can't trespass on land, but you could trespass on territory. You know what I mean? And it's just knowing the words. And they'll see it. Once people start reading the dictionary and the thesaurus, you know, these books made available. We just need people to start getting up on it. Once that shit starts spreading like wildfire, all them illiterate niggas that don't want to read and like, maybe you didn't finish elementary. I don't know. But y'all ass need to get with somebody, get some hooked on phonics or something if you're gonna be speaking English. You know what I mean? And claim your identity. We dealing with some wicked beings here. And I'm not saying all pink people are wicked. I'm not saying that. But for the most part, that's y'all nature. Y'all go to safari and kill a giraffe just to kill it. And it's like, what was that for? Oh, just for the hunt, for the sport. They hunt everything down on the planet with no remorse, except for the dogs. Oh my God. They treated Michael Vick like he didn't did something wrong because he fighting dogs. It's okay for you to make us fight each other like dogs, but it's not okay for us to fight the dogs against each other. Get the fuck out of here. That type of stuff got to get addressed. And I'm not one of them people to just let that shit just slide or ride. That shit need to be addressed. I'm gonna hold you accountable for being aware of it. You know. They're real intentively malefic towards our people, towards other people too. But other people don't take that shit because they got an identity. They'll loke up on your ass real fast. You seen what happened with the Asians, and they talk about you know, uh stop Asian hate and all of this stuff. And all of the so-called black people got mad. Oh man, how come y'all did something for them? Because they got an identity. And they came together ASAP. And it was like, yo, we got to put this in the law. Shit, let's hurry up and do this shit. But they know they don't belong here, man. If we can't call them out on our bullshit, if you always trying to be up their ass. Get out their ass. Stop trying to be everywhere where they at. Stop celebrating their holidays. Give them all that shit back, man. We spend $1 trillion every year with money that got racist, rapist faces on it. Think about that. Think of the demonic spell behind that. These are things that need to be addressed. Oh man, I got a whole bunch of money. I got all the money. But look who face on the money. It ain't your grandmama. It ain't your granddaddy on that money. And the being that's on the money, will look at you and say, nigger. But I'm exhibiting hate speech. Because it's hitting your little pink ass and your little pink ass heart. I was what was prayed for my ancestors. They prayed for me. They visualized me. They dreamt about me. They chanted to the ancestors and to nature to form the necessary elements to bring my being here. And they knew that I would talk that shit. Straight up. Lace me with the best teacher ever. They know I like, man, he ain't gonna let that shit ride. He gonna say something. We need more people like that. And they out there. They drawn in. And it's gonna go all the way down into the children. And see, we not preaching hate, but we gonna call you on your bullshit. That's why they trying to change the history books. Oh, we don't want people to know what we did, so we're gonna change the story. You's a sucker. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna have to deal with that. They know it too. Guilty is everything. Children don't read no books no more. They don't have no critical thinking. They don't even think. They just basically regurgitate and repeat. And that's okay. When they came out with the Kindle, remember the Kindle? You could read the books on the little tablet. It was a wrap. I was a wrap then. I said, man, there it go. People get that tablet in their hand, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Netflix. or Disney Plus. You don't want to sit there and read no book. You ain't even hardwired to read. Reading is fundamental, but it's undermined for technology. Little 6 months old babies coming out the room reaching for a damn cell phone. My mother told me a long time ago that the next generation is gonna hand their life over to the Terminator. She said, I'm glad I ain't gonna be around to see that shit. Because I ain't giving my life up to no robot. But these children today, they don't care. They don't question nothing or nothing. They just accept. Sad but true. But the shit gotta fall. It gotta fall. And as long as we get our identity and stay true to our identity, and we have a moral compass that our identity is based on, his horns will start showing. He'll let his horns show all the way. And stop hiding them then. Like, yeah, you go do your devilish shit over there with them black people. Stay away from these people over here. They're really scared. They're really afraid. Man, why they bringing these big ass trucks down our street? Messing up the damn roads. He said, I cussed a few white people out. He said, people think I'm crazy for not having children. Shit, they don't worry about that. They're not having them for you. Tell them that. That's time somebody say that to you. Be like, hey, you gonna have them for me? I hear you. I know a couple of other people like that too. It's not good. I hate to say it, but it's not, man. It's not conducive. Now, when the police will see his son playing with a water gun and they'll spray his ass up, oh, I thought he had a real gun. There's too much of that. And see, that's just the stuff that somebody can videotape. Will Smith said something real profound a few years ago. He said, racism hasn't increased, it's just starting to be videotaped now. Stuff been going on. And it's not being addressed. You know what I mean? But I will say this, you know, can't be out here screwing and stuff. You ain't gonna have no children. Don't do that. But that's what it's for. It's for children to be born. So, and then, you know, it ain't all, you know, it's a caveat to everything. And as long as your mind and your spirit are in the right place, when you do start conceiving children, at least their DNA will carry on. It'll be seeded in them to awaken at some time or another and evolve beyond, you know, the current status quo, if you will. But I do understand where you're coming from with that, you know. But their time is up. It's over with. We the only ones that's extending their time. Still trying to be like them. Trying to align ourselves with them. Because all these police that they done caught on camera and gave them little 3 to 10 years in prison for murdering somebody innocently that wasn't even committing a criminal act. Most of the people that these police be killing, they wasn't even committing a criminal act. She's saying I'm 43. Oh no, it's a wrap. Yeah, it's over with, sis. You know. Yeah, I hear you. I go Nasa mommy like, hey man, what I miss? Come on into the room, Nasa Nami. I don't know if you out there now. Yeah. And they know why they blocking me. And see the main thing is out there in Tennessee somewhere. That's why I was talking about the brothers in Tennessee that's out there shooting and killing each other like crazy. You know what I mean? I know they took out Young Dolph, but you got to realize, and I don't get caught all up in the politics of the street politics and none of that bullshit. But Yo Gotti, he was Jay Z's little do boy, and Jay Z worked with the Illuminati. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, that's a conspiracy. Bullshit. You know what I mean? Him and his little bewitched ass wife. They work for the evil ones. Can't tell me they don't. You know. But right there, that's what a lot of the TikTok stuff is right there in Tennessee. A lot of the servers for the US. And there's a lot of hillbillies and coal miners up in that area. They do not like Nubian people. They don't. And they be feeling butthurt when they see my live insignia come on. Like, oh man, we about to be triggered. They get triggered at every turn. Because they talking to somebody who both hemispheres of the brain is in full function operation. They know it too. They hate that shit. Like, oh man, here come this fucking darky. That's right, I'm coming. And I'm gonna hit your ass with that solar ray too. Better get your vitamin K and your potassium in your ass. So I'm about to turn up the UV rays on your ass. They don't like that shit, man. Tell you. But like I said before, their time is up. We the only ones that's extending it. Stop extending their time. And they got their little token lap dogs. All of them people work for them. Everybody just telling you that you black and black is beautiful. All of them work for them, man. Don't get it twisted. All that stuff that come across them broadcasting systems, them people is in their pocket. They do boys. And they do what they told. Do boys and do girls. And then they got a whole plethora of people that's petitioning to join the party. I want to help you keep the black people suppressed, the so-called black people. I want to make sure. Shit, do I get to get a boat? Yeah, you can have any boat you want. I get to get a Benz. Hey, we switch Benz out every 6 months. We'll switch Benzes out. Shit, just sign me up. What I got to do? Hey, just make it seem like it's okay just to stay dormant like you are, and they get to work. That's what you up against. It be your own people, man. Like I said, it's on autopilot now, and we the ones that's extending it. And there's brothers like myself, brothers like the young elder, uh, Rod Hayes, my beloved sister Donna Coleon, you know, Nazir Ra, you know, who else? Ned P. Rue, the House of Who. I don't know what that was about. I don't even know, y'all. And see how they play with me? And it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, but it's a whole bunch of people that are, putting in the work, putting that word out there, you know. and letting people know what time it is and doing it eloquently, for lack of a better word, and keeping things in its appropriate context. And that shit got them butt hurt because it's mainly uh, exposing, you know, because we work with the Archangel Michael. I could tell you in Revelations 12:7, you know, Michael and his angels and the dragons and his angels. Yeah, we going up against the dragons for real. We not out here trying to spray up other niggas. We not out here trying to. We that's not who we fighting principalities on a whole nother plane. And they know that. They just don't want you to know it. They don't want you to know. They want you to keep on watching Basketball Wives. They just want you to just, you know, be content with what they give you. And it's like, no, don't give me nothing. Go get your ass back home. Give me that. Give me some peace and quiet and go back to where you from. Because the day gonna come when people gonna file them claims. Them claims, they already been filing claims. And the Matrix is breaking down right now in real time as we speak. But they're not gonna put that on CNN. They're not gonna put that on Fox News. They ain't gonna put it on NBC News, CBS, or ABC. They're not gonna put it on YouTube. But this stuff is being dismantled in real time. Because them claims is being filed and that paperwork is being accepted. And like I told y'all on the TikTok before they blocked me, you know what I mean? The federal government does not have legs. It don't have arms. It don't have a brain. So when you file a claim against a corporate entity, it can't even show up in court. And it's against the law for a lawyer to represent a corporation in a court where a claim is being filed against you. That's illegal too. I ain't even a lawyer. But I understand legalese. And I read the dictionaries. So I see where people train of thought be off. We try to compensate our ignorance by processing it through our emotions. We got to get out the emotional part and just start dealing with things within its appropriate context. Stop walking on fucking eggshells and stop worrying about how we feel about things and look, because that's all it really is just knowing the meaning of the words that we're using. And then you use the words correctly, and then you can communicate effectively. And that's what they don't like about the new Abia. We know how to communicate. You know what I mean? Without threatening anyone. They don't like that shit. Because we out thinking they dumbass. They stupid. Suicidal lunatics that we up against. And it's so hypocritical, you know, for them to try to say, oh man, you're a molester. You play with little children. You don't got no proof of it. I heard that's what they locked Rashad Jamal up for. And I know that, you know, for all the stuff I say about that brother, I know he ain't mess with no little kids. But see, they'll say something like that to try to justify their devilishment. What about all the little children you done played with? Let's talk about that first before you talk about what's any and why are you here? Take your ass back to the Isle of Patmos. That part. You're over here trying to exact laws on the land that ain't even yours. Look, I got a piece of paper to say I should be here. No, don't get the fuck out of here. People just got to think, man. I'm telling you, that's where you hit them at. And Malcolm X knew that. That's why he used to read the dictionary. They show you that in the movie Malcolm X. Look at how he rose through the rankings. And see, they don't tell you about his best friend, you know, Robert E. Black. He wrote the book of law. Intelligent brother. Intelligent. They couldn't fuck with him. He knew the dictionary, man. He knew the dictionary. He knew the dictionary by heart. Roth Black. Or is it Robert E. Black? It's him. It's two of them. And they was friends with Malcolm X. They have a very extensive lexicon. And they got a brother by the name of Eddie Jackson out of Detroit, Michigan, the biggest heroin dealer in U.S. history, right? Got that nigga off, had him off of, he got indicted, for a drug charge. They had 30 indictments, 30 people on indictment, man. And he had enough money to keep them people bonded out for 10 years until they went to trial. When they went to trial, they only did 4 years. This was an intelligent brother. They had never show you him. But these people exist. We got to create our own Smithsonians. You know what I mean? We got to keep our own records. And I ain't talking about in the Library of Congress. But they'll just turn everything light-skinned. California. I got to call you back, Cali. Yeah, they'll keep everything light-skinned. But it's a lot of intelligent brothers. I'm going to find their names again. But y'all look up Eddie Jackson. You know what I mean? And Roth Black. I think it is Roth Black. He wrote the book of law. This was Malcolm X's best friend. Knew the dictionary by heart. Studied case law like nobody else. And this was federal court. Had them out on bond for 10 years. And take his son, Eddie Jackson Jr., shout out to him, to break that shit down, to tell you what took place. We be too caught up in music videos and just bullshit, just little dumb shit. We dormant. I'm saying collectively. We like to look at goofy shit all damn day. Like that, man, that's not enough, man. That ain't gonna do nothing for you. And then when a little pink demon come around you and start exacting his devilishment on you, then you want to cry wolf. It don't work that way. What the Irishman tell the dude in Hoodlum? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you ain't got to worry about old Eleanor no more. Oh, no, Sonny. They didn't tell you. Once you're in, you can't get out. You know what I mean? Stop laying in bed with these motherfuckers. Stop it. Stop embracing their shit. Give it back. Elijah Muhammad told you that. Before him, Marcus Garvey told you that. Before him, Noble Drew Ali told you that. And before him, Geronimo was busting shots at their ass and said, don't fuck with them. Before that, we was in the Gullah Wars. And before the Gullah Wars, we was in the Yamasee and the Washita Wars. After we got slaughtered by Hernandez de Soto. The Spaniard. He was evil too. And he had niggas working with him. That's how he was able to infiltrate. He had brothers come and infiltrate. They don't want to tell you about that. A lot of them was Moorish men. What do you think the Buffalo Soldiers? Go look up the Buffalo Soldiers. Those were sellouts. These is real stories. That's not written in curriculum. But don't nobody read. But it's coming. I'm telling you, I'm gonna start illustrating these things. I might have to go get another hard drive. I need to go up to the AT&T store so I could put all the videos I got now into a whole nother separate cloud. Because I got a lot of information. Just like my beloved brother Young Elder. Just like all the rest of the newer beer to be on here. Kicking ass, taking names and social security numbers. And for all of y'all that want to be aware, you're going to be raised all the way up, 1089. All you got to do is take notes and stay in tune with the information and help spread it. Because it's going to spread like the wildfire in Maui that Oprah paid for. It's going to spread like that, baby. And people going to realize their identity again, man. Like, yo, man, I got an identity. Don't call me black. We got to get it to that point where people like, no, man, don't call me black no more. I'm sorry. What should I call you, Keisha? You know what I mean? Call me Emperor, motherfucker. That's what you call me. Immigrant. You're telling the Mexican brothers and sisters they don't belong here. You an immigrant. That's hypocritical. You the immigrant. Only thing they know how to do is lie, steal, and deceive. That's what they know how to do. That's all they really know how to do. And beg for blood. Because they vampires. They lack hemoglobin in their blood. We just got to be cognitive of that. And like I said, I don't think all pink people is bad like that. But I ain't going to act like y'all ain't got no fucked up ass track record. Just like y'all act like we don't got no good ass credit when we come in. Like, hey, man, I'm looking at your track record here. Like, man, what about the track record of your people? Why you even here? I'm sure we can get along just fine without you. Just go home. Do that. And the world will be a better place. Because for the majority of y'all act like y'all don't like nobody. You don't belong here. Shit, the people that kicked you out of Europe didn't even want your ass there. That's why you're here. You ain't here because you wanted to be here. You got kicked out of Europe. And they didn't want you over there. That's why you here. Pink man, Pilgrim, Puritan, Quaker. Y'all came over here on the boat by the boatloads. Wasn't no slave boats. It was y'all. Cut the crap. Talking about hate speech. I'm talking about I'm inciting violence. No, I'm not. Have you listened to these rap songs today? That's inciting violence. I'm not inciting no violence. I'm just telling the truth. He said he can't hear anything. Oh man, I'm sorry, Maya. I don't know what to. Ah, shit. Can y'all hear me? Can anybody else hear me? Let me get a 9 in the comments if you can hear me. Put the 9 up. Somebody from Team Tech put up the 9. Yam, can you hear me, Yam? Don't worry about it, beloved. You could probably hear me in the replay. It seems like my thing is behind. Okay, cool. Thank you, Yam. Yeah. Yeah, they the ones that came over here on the boat. We was already here. See, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get back to Atlanta so I could get this picture of my great grandmother. Uh, her name is Dora. You know what I mean? My grandma Doris, you know, and she from the Aninuia tribe, right? Which they call them the Cherokee. And she got a braid going all the way down her back, all the way on the ground. And she a slightly darker than I am. Beautiful woman. And that's on my mother's side. On my father's side, I got Blackfoot, Chickasaw, and Choctaw, all right there in Randolph County in Alabama. And they banged on the sheriffs when they started making sheriffs and shit. I got a line of succession in my bloodline. They knocking off sheriffs. No, they can't produce no slave ship. If they could, they would. Man, they'd be holding that shit up like it's a damn Oscar. Look what we did to you, nigga. Come on, man. Y'all thought the earth was flat. You thought if you kept on going one way, you would fall off the end of the earth and drift off into space. And now they trying to reinstitute that to see how stupid people is. And you got people that's actually trying to hold that stuff up. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. So it's counterproductive of your hypocrisy to say that I'm exhibiting some type of hate speech. It's hate speech. When I'm talking and getting on my own people ass, that's some hate speech. That's some BS. But it ain't hate speech. When you call me a nigger, and you doing that, you're not saying that in an endearing way, like you love me. You exhibiting your hate. All you 50 and under pale pink people that's exhibiting hate, you the devil. That's right, I said it. You are the devil. Because you grew up in a society where there was no segregation and none of that. If you was born after segregation and all that, it's no reason for you to be acting, insidious and malefic and egregious towards anyone. And telling anyone, you don't belong here, go home. You go home. Why don't you go home? I'm proud to be an American. Man, get your ass out of here. You're not using immigrants. And see, the more people that start to get in alignment with their identity of who they truly are, right? Even they will become ostracized. And they're going to have to deal with the reality of who they are. And when that day comes, then their horns will start showing. You know what I mean? Then you can see their horns. And when everybody starts seeing their horns, Russia? No, I mean, because the rest of the world waiting on us, y'all. That's what's going on. They waiting on us. But everybody want to talk about with our people. Ah, man, black women need to be respected. The black man need to be respected. Like, come on, man. That's a stupid ass argument, man. Neither one of y'all is homosexual, so what's the difference? Y'all making a big to-do out of something that ain't even, it's just nothing. It's distracticons. And like I said, everybody carrying in that black moniker, they in on it. Don't think they not. That's the whole thing, is to try to make it look all natural. And it's not natural. Black lives matter. Black has no standing at law, says Dred Scott, 1857. Peace and love, shocks. And what it says in that law, let me see, let me look it up. I'm going to read it to y'all. Some of y'all know this, some of y'all might not know it. They don't want people to know this. Let me see the Dred Scott case. And like I said, this not even my chamber. This not even where, you know, I stay in the ray. Yep, Dred Scott versus Sanford. Dred Scott versus Sanford, 60 U.S. Article 393 was a landmark decision of the United States Supreme Court that held the U.S. Constitution did not extend American citizenship to people of black African descent, and thus they could not enjoy the rights and privileges the Constitution conferred upon American citizens. You know how you get around that? Stop calling yourself black. Don't say you from African descent. Say you from American descent. I'm an American Indian. And when you take that approach, it ain't shit they could do about it. Nothing they could do about it. Like, hey, man, that ain't even me. Oh, but you look black. No, I don't look black. This shirt is black. You look pale. You look pink. And you calling yourself white. That's a false claim. That's what they don't want you to know. That's what they don't want you to see. And if enough people gather and start coming to these conclusions and learn how to do their filings correctly, it ain't shit they can do about it but tuck tail. And see where I'm at with it. I'm willing to forgive your pink ass. But you're gonna have to repent. The same way they be coming there saying, repent and accept Christ. No, you repent and accept my black ass. You do that. Because that's what time it is now. You was not born in segregation. You the devil if you acting evil towards me, my elders, or my children. You the devil. That's what you have confirmed. If you're not repenting. I don't care what your community guidelines say. And I'm going to stand 10 toes on what I'm talking about. I don't care how butthurt it make you feel. You know what I mean? I don't care. And no, you can't get access to my sacred knowledge and wisdom no more. We ain't playing them games with you no more. That's over with. You're going to have to repent. And maybe your children can get some. But not you. You wasn't born in segregation, so you ain't got no excuse. You're gunning our children down behind a badge. Dumping guns off in neighborhoods. Dumping drugs off in neighborhoods. Giving these rappers big contracts to keep the perpetual violence going. Dropping these bags for these programs to be put out just to show us as drug dealers and killers. That's not our nature, man. It's not even our nature. That's your nature. And ain't nothing wrong with you having your nature. All I'm saying is go back to where you from and get off our territory. You care so much about everything. Well, get the hell on up out of here and go care about your own. You ain't got nowhere to go. You a stowaway. That's the truth, y'all. They stowaways. Don't call them white. Don't, use the term Quaker, Pilgrim, Puritan, stowaway, immigrant. Immigrant, stowaway, Pilgrim, Puritan, Quaker. The fuck out of here. Can't even go back home. They don't want you. Address that first. Let's see you on the congressional hearing say that. Because that's the reality. Your own people didn't want you. They put your ass on a big ass tugboat and said, get up out of here. The greatest mind the Western world ever produced was the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. It wasn't some pale white man. A misnomer. Because white means pure, and there's nothing pure about them. And I'm not saying that to be racist. I'm saying that to be factual and actual. Albert Einstein is not from here. Nikola Tesla is not from America. In fact, when they was here, they kicked it with more so-called, the melanated brothers and sisters than they did the pale people, man. But they already know, and the rest of them know it too. It's just that you don't know it. See, the whole world waiting for you to know who you dealing with. They don't like them. The Queen of England, who not really the queen, but when she was the Queen of England, alleged, right? She didn't come over here and kick it with none of them. She don't like them. These the rejects. Rather you can accept it or not. And shout out to the pale brother that said that. Like, man, we the rejects. It was a white dude that said it on the TikTok. Like, we the reject. Didn't nobody want us. That's why how we ended up over here. And now you see why ain't nobody want their ass. Because you could go to Canada, they got free healthcare. You go to the UK, they got free healthcare. They got free everything. It ain't no program for it. You just get it. You speak the king or the queen's English, man, you automatically, man, they give you an allowance and everything. And over here, you know what I mean? It's all about capitalism. You're dealing with some greedy. Like I said, everybody know what's going on. It's just that we don't know. And them slithery little Hasidic Ashkenazis is over here. Because they got kicked out too. They didn't have no home either. They stowaways as well. They had to literally invent Israel. Israel was invented in 1952 by NATO and the United Nations. Go look it up. That's why I be dissing the Bible the way that I do. Because as long as you keep dissing the Bible, then it makes the state of Israel a fallacy. And for them fake Hebrew Israelite brothers, go file a claim in Geneva if you're the original Israelites. Because that place that you call an Israel night right now that's really Palestine, that you trying to add claim to, that wasn't even that. They made that shit up, man. Go check the articles. 1952. I want to say June 18th, something like that. Look it up. Oh, okay. Excuse me, I stand corrected. No. Creation of Israel, 1945 to 1952. That wasn't long ago. How was this created in 1952? And you saying that the world's 6,000 years old and Jesus existed 2,000 years ago, but Israel didn't become a state until 1952. Then you had to bomb and move people off the land and say, no, this is not Palestine. It's really this. Y'all don't see that crap? These are stowaways. That's what you up against. And the rest of the world is waiting for you to recognize who the stowaways are and for you to file a claim on their ass. But you got to know who you are first. You got to have an identity. And once that occurs, game over. Peace and love, Charmaine. Peace and love. Thank all of y'all for being here, keeping the YouTube, trying to put us up in the YouTube algorithm. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't, which I know all of y'all probably already have, but like the video. If you like the video, then more people will see more of the content. And I'm going to pull more people over into this side, into this section of YouTube. See, they don't want you thinking. They just want you regurgitating. That's it. They don't want you to think. And see, this is why I be trying to tell y'all we got to keep our feet on solid ground in this reality. Stop trying to go off into the stars and the quasars and Mars and wanting to know about Planet X and the Nibiru. Man, fuck all of that, man. They not concerned with your goofy ass. You need to deal with the devil right in front of you. You got to deal with the adverse forces that's right here in front of your face and learn how to connect to the elemental forces that's available to you. If you're not doing that, man, all that other talk is unnecessary. It's irrelevant. They're not even going to try to connect with you because you ain't even trying to do nothing about the situation you in. You ain't even trying to take a stand for your own self and your own identity, man. And the world waiting, man. Kim Jong-un and, the Chinese ambassadors and the Russian government and the other, commanders and what they call them, military corporals across Africa, the tribal chiefs. They waiting on us, man, to realize that you dealing with a bunch of stowaways. You dealing with stowaways, man. You dealing with variant stowaways that don't belong here. And they not wanted in anywhere within the European Union or nation. They not even wanted. That's how they had to come over here. And they came over here on boats as immigrants. Go watch Gangs of New York. I forgot the sister name, but she posted the video. I'm gonna repost it on my TikTok. I'm gonna put it in the text space so y'all will see that video, man. All them damn immigrants. You came over here with your smallpox. You came over here with your diseases and your filth. Yeah, you're going to get called out on your shit, man. That's why you block Brother Ray. That's why you say I'm spewing hate speech, because I'm telling the fucking truth. And you're scared what's going to happen if I influence too many people. They're going to start thinking. And the brothers be like, man, shit, man, we don't even need to be shooting at each other no more. Then it'll get to the point they'll be like, you know what? Man, I don't know why we fighting with the sisters, man. She look fine. She's smelling good. Let's just get together and have a family and do this and do that. People start thinking. Start using their intellectual properties correctly. And start filing claims. Start bringing up old case files. Especially once you see the Dred Scott versus Sanford. And stop calling yourself black. And stop calling yourself a descendant of Africa. See, that's very convenient to say that I came from Africa and that I don't got no right to the land that my ancestors was born on. That's convenient for them. That's not convenient for you. It's convenient to write in the curriculum and say, yeah, we brought you over here on a slave boat. So I won't file a claim against your little pink dirty ass for taking over my territory and running commerce across my territory. So I file a claim on your goofy ass. And you can't show up to court because your corporation don't got legs, arms, a head, a heart, or a brain. They show you that's what the Wizard of Oz is about. We gonna get there, y'all. Please believe it. We gonna get there. I'm gonna get off of here for right now. We're gonna stop it at about 1:44. And I don't know. Seminar, we're gonna do the webinar Saturday, 10 a.m. It'll be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm sure it'll spill over that time. We'll take a little short break in between there and then, jump back into it to bring everybody up to speed. All right. So I know that I got a delay and the thing is going behind what I'm talking. Y'all will probably hear what I'm saying. It looked like it's about a 15, 20-second delay on my video. But that's all good. But yeah, we gonna get up out of here, y'all. And I got some stuff out in the mode that I need to get. But I love you all. May the ancestors be with you. And may the gods of wealth and fortune maintain you continuously in this great day and time called Noontide Ray. I'm your beloved brother Ray of Noontide Ray Tech and for 1089techvision.com. And I'll see you guys in the tech space. Oh yeah, I know they can't stop me. I'm worried about these motherfuckers.